And we are live. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It is day 56 of 365 days of guitar practice. And for all of you returning folks, thank you so much for tagging along. And if you're brand new, I'm Jay Wills, old dude getting back into playing guitar and music and all that jazz after 22 years. And everyone who's returning, thank you so much. But the start of this video is going to be a little bit different. If this is your first video, my apologies. We have 55 other videos. There's a bit of a history. I have to make a bit of a PSA. When I started this channel, it was an accountability channel to get my old ass back into playing guitar. And I had no intention of ever having to police comments, and I don't know much about YouTube. At least I didn't until the last couple of weeks. And so 99% of you who are leaving comments and all of that, I welcome them. I welcome all comments, even if you're poking fun of how I talk and my guitar playing, it sucks, all that. I'm fine with that. That's constructive. However, there are some individuals that are choosing to cross into a personal boundary. And I'm not sure why, because these are grown-ass men. Because everyone watching this channel specifically are over the age of 45 to 65, and they're grown-ass men. And unfortunately, I'm having to make this announcement that I will hide and block and report. I will say thank you to those individuals, specifically one individual who is choosing to cross boundaries and come after me personally. Thank you, because it's forced me to get into the YouTube guidelines community, and when people steal my content, do things that are not appropriate and come after me personally, I'm going to draw a line in the sand. This is a fun passion project, and it's going to continue to be that way. And the reason I know there's malice behind this is because this particular individual, grown-ass man, I know what prompts people to do this. There's no incentive. I'm not selling anything. But making different accounts to come and troll me, and also sending me emails as well. I will continue to report these people doing this. But I just wanted to get that out there, that 99% of you guys are awesome. However, I am going to be doing the comments a little bit differently from now on due to this. And I will continue, because this individual or individuals is listening to this video. I will continue to report you to YouTube. I will continue to hide you from this channel, because this is a positive environment. And if you attack me personally, come after me, and create different accounts, steal my content, and those things, which I don't know what the hell you would do with it. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm here to keep my old ass accountable. So again, my apologies if this is your first video. Normally they're a little bit different, but let's get out of the way. It is Sound EFX Saturdays. We're going to rebrand it a little bit, because last night, folks, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So thank you all for being here, and let's get this rolling. Okay, so last night I was fiddling around with the Boss Katana and some effects. That little Memory Man pedal, I'm like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have an entire day of effects. So I'm going to try to fiddle and pull each one of my pedals down today. Just have some fun. But we're going to, first off, these two guitars are tuned. I don't want to touch them, because last night, my God, I was playing on Terminator and the Tele, and they're tuned. Just checked that a little bit ago. We're going to start our warm-up, aka my little intro, with the Predator. And then we're going to go into the drum machine and just have some fun for a Saturday. This is a fun environment. This is a fun community. There is no place for other obnoxious things. All right, so intro is going to be, so this is drop D tuning, clean on a semi-clean channel. There's a teeny bit of reverb on the old Boss Katana. But we're going to play around with this just a little bit on the intro. I slowed some parts down because I'm just getting frustrated. I'm not going to be frustrated. Not much frustrates me. But I'm like, I am going to get this top thing, damn it. So with that, day 56 of 365 days of guitar practice, and just a friendly reminder, this is all for fun and entertainment purposes. I'm like, things are blurry. Oh, we're also going to be doing things a little bit different time of the day because I'm on vacation now. And I'm also realizing that during the day, I play a teeny bit better. I was watching some of my own videos back, my personal ones. I'm like, why do I play better in the morning? And then when it gets dark, well, part of it's just because I'm not able to see that well. So we're going to have things in the middle of the day because I'm not racing to get home from work. So there's that. Anywho, I'm going to make a t-shirt about that, brother. Let's start that over again. These strings are so low, it's so different. My goodness, I haven't played it in a while. Ugh. Let's hit a few comments, and then we're going to change gears, swap guitars, shake off the funk. I ain't gonna lie, that, it's kind of crazy when shit like that happens. Just unexpected, to be honest. All right, so, but fuck all that. And fuck those people who are like that. Crazy shit. All right, so at 699-457, congrats on 500. Well, thanks, brother. I know we're at 500. We're at 503. Crazy. And that's the other part of it, too. I had no aspirations of, hitting a number. I do now, though, because I want that EVH iconic 5150 amp. Randomly, if you're still watching, I made a comment a while back after we started acquiring some stuff, just as a little fun thing. Again, everything's for fun. Is to, if I hit 1,000, if there are randomly 1,000 people, I was like, I'm totally going to get another amp. Gay Wow, 509, thanks for Art Slips, 500. Oh, thanks, brother. At Dooley9621, hey Jay, how was your day? 500 subs, man, that's awesome. Keep up the practice. You are showing progress every day, mate. Thanks, brother, I appreciate it. You have an amazing weekend, and may the guitar gods keep your strings from breaking and your blisters from stinging. Thanks, brother. You too. That's awesome. This is the kind of community that's healthy, not getting trolled and people not going, crossing boundaries. Ugh. Just, I don't know. Ugh. At Steve Polychronopoulos, left hand finger angle needs work. What are we commenting on? Day 53. Learn proper posture and then move back to comfort. Fingers should be perpendicular to the fretboard and fingertips pointed straight down towards the strings. It's admittedly very uncomfortable. Just try it for a while. Then you can go back to whatever it comes natural. Trust me, try it or don't. Up to you, LOL. Yeah, I've got a lot of work. There's a few, posture. I'm just working everything out, really. The left hand, it's interesting. I was wondering if someone's going to bring that up at some point. And I'm not using this as an excuse. However, don't ever crash your motorcycle into a median at 120. I had a pretty bad accident. And as a result of that, had 6 surgeries and got titanium and wrists that don't bend and fingers that are, again, not complaining, but I'm a little bit of Wolverine. And so, yeah, there's a few things, and my fingertips are just super callous, and it's not uncomfortable to play, actually. They're just all chewed up. Yeah, I got a lot of things to work on. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to work around my wrist issue. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but this hit the ground into a median at 120. It is what it is. I had third-degree burns over most about 20% of my body. Lots of orthopedic stuff, broke all kinds of shit, got scars, and I was a fucking mess. I woke up in the hospital. I was like, oh shit, this is not good. So yeah, I got some stuff to work on. Thanks for the comment. The posture thing, yeah, I hunch over just because I can't fucking see. But I'm working on it. Thanks, brother. I appreciate the comment. Roger Tinker 1813. Hey, welcome back, brother. Good stuff today. Thanks, J-Man. Day 55. Awesome. Santi Alvarez. Love your videos, man. Watching from Argentina. Holy shit. Well, welcome from Argentina. That's awesome. At Duderman87. Wish I started with an electric, man. You're really good for 55 days. Oh, thanks, man. And again, I've said this before. I played for about 6 months. I've got maybe about 100 hours total, 22 years ago of playing guitar, like total. That's not a lot if stretched over 6 months. But my musical background, I was a scholarship level jazz player in college, and then I played piano since I was like 5. So I have a musical background. I just always wanted to play guitar and learn how to do that. So, and again, if I missed anyone's comments that are not attacking me personally and are not being obnoxious in a very personal way, my apologies. I think I've got the YouTube thing figured out. I've definitely been in the rabbit hole. It's always amazing what will prompt someone to go down and to dig into YouTube a little bit deeper. So it's got me into the dashboard and a whole bunch of other things, which is cool. So, but with that, let's play around with the Memory Man. I'm going to zone out. This is one of those that I'm going to start calling that little Memory Man box like the zone out box, because it's so ethereal. That's my own word. I don't know. It's very mystical, it seems. And I am having a shit ton of fun playing around with that little box. So I'm trying to keep my glasses up because my God, I hate wearing them. I just hate wearing them. All right, so let's go. We'll go Tele first because the Tele sounds really, really good. Not that the Terminator doesn't sound good, but the Tele always sounds good. And then I got a little announcement pending it comes Sunday, because I had a little change up to my schedule, but I refuse to let anything happen to my little progress here. So got to make some adjustments. Sometimes when you got stuff coming up, you got to make some adjustments. And I, of course, had to get some more gear. Hint, hint, it's travel gear. Going to be making a bit of a trip. And so I needed something to, and I can't carry any of this shit with me except the guitar. So I'll be carrying a guitar with me when I go down south. So, all right. Let's see here. Here we go. So Tele. Oh, it's in drop too, by the way. So that's how she's sounding right now. And now we're going to kick on this guy. These will probably have to come back on, to be honest. This is all for fun. Nope. Blurry, everything's blurry and I can't see. Check this out. Those of you who have it, you know you know. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I appreciate you all greatly for following along. This is very awesome for this old man. And down low sounds awesome too. depending on what scale you're in, you can like let that top one ring, but sometimes like bogs it down. But this is just the funnest little thing, especially if you turn up the delay a little bit, but the delay gets a little bit, almost kind of too much, but it can be kind of fun. Again, it's all about having fun. It's just a cool sound. And a little bit goofy. Still trying to find a cool note down here. These up here just sound cool as hell. So yeah, I switched up, going perpendicular. It's a work in progress. Nope. A little too much delay, just a little too much. But we can go a little more of that, we can go a little more of that, and I might as well go up the level a little bit. Again, it's all playing around with buttons, just having fun. Right there is so cool. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta search for it. So we're going to plug in a different pedal and have some fun with that because we're on the clean-ish channel. So let's see how this is going to work. This will be a little longer video, be kind of a nice little change of pace, and also just to kind of breathe. All right, so I have a bunch of old pedals up here in my early videos that I went through and found in my upper attic. This is an old tube screamer. Let's see if it still works. Well, these all cracked and popped and sparkled before when I hooked them all up together. However, I realized that I had the wrong cables and a funky power supply and a funky daisy chain. And I had the idea before I threw them all out, because I was going to toss them. I was like, well, let's go through and try them. I was like, what better way to try them here with you guys? So we're going to do that because everything's in tune, so I don't have to worry about that. And I can steal, essentially what I'm going to do is just take out my tuner. And this is probably output, input, there we go. Some of these sparked so bad that I visibly saw the sparks. It was kind of crazy. Let's see how I can move this down. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens when I got to be careful because even the guy at Guitar Center, he was like, yeah, you probably fried the circuit boards on them or they melted. And so that's nothing. And let's just turn everything at 12. Jesus. Smash my fucking Tele. Let's turn everything to 12 and see what happens. Ugh, I hesitate to push that button. All right, well, it didn't explode. That's good. All right, that's cool. That sounds pretty cool. Let's turn it up. Let's go, I don't know. Try each position. Go up noon and then go to 3 o'clock. I don't know if they're supposed to sound like that, simply because I don't have something to compare it to. But it didn't blow up. That's cool. All right, so let's try another pedal. Kick him off. All right, so, well, Tube Screamer works, I think. What about, I also have up here a Boss Dual Overdrive SD2. Now, keep in mind, all these pedals are over 22 years old, at least, and have been up in a 150-degree attic for over 10 years, and they got kind of torched. Like I said, there's even writing on here that I didn't put on because these pedals were given to me. And let's see if, what happens if I do, let's turn everything to noon. On a ancient pedal, holy shit. Always start at noon. That's always kind of my good rule of thumb, is just start at noon. Let's just check the camera real quick. Oh, I had full charge and it's on airplane mode now, so that's another nifty little feature, so no one doesn't interrupt the video. Not that it has, but all right, so, ooh, I don't know, that pedal's got a lot of noise to it. A lot of noise. Those are just, that introduced a ton of buzz. Oh. That pedal's fucked. Okay, that pedal's fucked. That's definitely not gonna work. Okay, let's try. Holy shit. Overdrive Distortion OS2. Let's put that at noon. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. And let's go there. Let's see what this induces. And we don't actually need the old strap right now. All right, so. Sounds a lot better than I anticipated. What happens if I go to... let's turn everything all the way to 3 o'clock and see what happens. Oh, this is... Oh, it splits it. Okay, so one side is distortion, one side is... Okay. happens if we go just the overdrive side. Ooh, that is okay, so the level must be like a volume button. Alright, that's cool. Let's cut all the tone out, and what does that look like? We're gonna go back to that previous setting. That makes sense. Not a lot of highs. Kind of muffled a little bit. We'll just go tone right in the middle. That seems to be useful. What if I go no drive? It's probably gonna be clean. That's not bad. Now let's go. That's with the drive knob turned up. Backing beat so I can hear it. in the bag. If any of you wonderful souls are still watching, you're amazing. Thanks for following along. And I do believe, yeah, that is it. Tomorrow's day 57. See you tomorrow.